Hello friends, in this exercise we are going to learn about using macros in Microsoft Excel. So macros in Excel can automate your repetitive work. Mind it, the work or the task that is repetitive in nature in Microsoft Excel can be automated with the help of macros. So what macros do for you, they just record your activity on Excel sheet and execute the same in the same manner you proceed in the recording. So whatever you have recorded will be executed with the help of macros in the similar fashion as you have done in the recording. So that is it. So how do we proceed about it? Here we have got a small exercise of conversion of Fahrenheit value into degree Celsius value. So we will write a formula in this cell which will convert this value, Fahrenheit value, to degree Celsius value. For that, we will use relative reference option, which keeps track of the movement of the cell cursor on the worksheet. That means if your cell is here and you are using a formula in this cell, and when you press enter, it will land in the below cell. So this use relative reference will keep track of this cell movement. That is, if you make your calculation here, next it will land here after making the calculation. So you won't have to every time use mouse to come to the fresh cell to calculate. Instead, macro itself will do this thing. So it is for your convenience that you make this option on. How to make it on? Just click on this option and you will see there is a blue surrounding line around this icon, and that makes sure that your use relative reference option is on now. So next we will click on record macro option, but before that we will place this cell cursor here where from we have to start. So after clicking this into this cell where we will start this calculation, we will move to record macro, and here a dialog box will open when you click record macro option, and then here you have to supply the name of the macro, which is F2C I am giving, and I will use Q as the control key. And if you want, you can write this description as to what this macro is going to do, or you can leave it blank. In this case, I am leaving it blank. So now if I click OK, the recording will start and you will have to start your activity. So I am clicking OK, the macro recording has started, and I am writing the formula. So I will write equal to, open the bracket, 5 by 9 is the fraction with which you have to multiply, and again I will open the bracket after multiplication sign and will click this 12. For this 12, the cell address has been noted down by the Excel, and minus 32. So from B2 it will subtract 32, and then I will press enter key to get the result. So here it has landed to the next below cell and the calculation has been done, the result has been given. So the entire activity has been recorded by Microsoft Excel macro, and now you will have to stop the recording at the end. So click this stop recording in macros menu, this stop recording. This recording has stopped, and if you click now control Q, you will see this calculation has been done and your cell cursor has moved to the next downward cell. So I am pressing control Q once again to get this. So it is working successfully if you click Control Q. I have deleted all the values. Next, I want to use a button in place of shortcut key. So what I will do, I will go to Insert, I will go to Shapes, Insert, Shapes, here is the shapes, and then I will go to rounded rectangle. I will draw this rounded rectangle, and when you draw it, this format, drawing tool format, will open automatically, and from this shapes style you can select a beautiful shape, 3D shape. I am selecting this one, red one. This looks beautiful. So I am writing something out here like run macro will be the name of this button, and after clicking home I am center aligning it by clicking these two options, and I will right click on this button now to assign macro. So when you right click on this button, you will see there is an option called assign macro is appearing here in the menu, pop-up menu, and you will have to click this option. After clicking this option in this dialog box, you will see your macros name is appearing. You will have to click this macros name, and then you will have to click OK. So this activity will assign the macro to this button. So I am clicking next to this cell, and if you take your pointer on this button, you will see hand sign is appearing. So this confirms you that macro has successfully been assigned to this cell. So after clicking here, you will have to click on this button. Look, this value has been converted to, this Fahrenheit value has been converted to degree Celsius value, and then it has moved to downward cell. So if you go on clicking, so this button has started working as the shortcut key replacement. So if you go on clicking, you can see how this conversion is taking place. So you can assign the entire activity of the macro to a button. Now next, I want to create another macro which will delete the entire values. If I convert from here to here, I will click delete button, and this entire range will be deleted. So for that, what I will do, I will just go to view once again, and here I will switch this use relative reference off, for the reason I don't want to use relative reference anymore. Okay, so I have switched it off. No more blue line circle is there. So next I will go to record macro, and will name it as del, and here Control D will be the shortcut key. I'm clicking OK, and I will select this range, and after selecting it I will press delete key to delete it, and again I will click in this cell, so that after deletion this cell becomes the active cell. So that's all I want to do in this macro, and now I will stop the recording. So now I will make another button for deletion in the similar fashion as I had done earlier. I'm taking this oval shape, and in this oval shape I will use blue color here, and will write delete. And in home I will center align this text, will right click, go to assign macro, and select your macro to be assigned and click OK. So here this thing has taken place. I have done the calculation. Now I am deleting. So after deletion, the cell cursor is here. You can start from here. So here it is. Both the macros are working nicely and things have been done. So I have automated this process. Similarly, you can automate any repetitive task, as I told you in the beginning, in Microsoft Excel. So that's it. Thank you very much. Happy learning.